Hello, so we're gonna start with today's look. It's an evening look which you can do with any attire. It doesn't have to be a sari. It's gonna be a clean and simple look. So let's get started. Since it's an evening look, I did not shoot this in the morning, like of course, and I mean I also want to shoot some evening looks, so we have to get used to this lighting situation, which I'm not a big fan of, but I want to do more looks, so we're gonna have to do with this. I started off by using a lip balm. This is the Gloss Boss by Dot & Key in the strawberry variant. Then I mixed my Lakme Lumi Illuminator with my Neutrogena moisturizer and applied it all over my face. This is a very hydrating and illuminating start to my base. Then I used my Dr. Shades Chamomile and Caffeine Under Eye Cream under my eye area, and I set all of this with a setting spray. Good skincare can actually make your base look so healthy. While this is setting, I'm going to use my Kiko Milano eyebrow pencil to kind of shape my eyebrows. I haven't done my eyebrows for a long time, so this kind of will help make it look a little neat. I'm happy with the results. So coming to my concealers, so this is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Honey. I'm sure y'all are used to seeing me use this concealer by now. This is my OG favorites, and yeah, that's where I'm going to apply. My face is like this because I forgot to use a primer. Do not skip that. Don't be like me. I sometimes do forget, but yeah, like I'll continue with the concealers now. There's no turning back. After I blend this out, I'm going to use the brightening concealer to under my eyes. But there's one step that I do after blending out my concealer with my brush, that is set my concealer with a powder puff and further blend it out. Not use powder in this step, just blend it out. Then I'll use slight bit of brightening concealer to brighten my high points and brighten my under eye area. I'll also use, like you can see here, a little bit above my eyebrow to sort of highlight that area, and use it on my lids to give it an even base. I felt I needed a little bit more brightening towards the inner corner of my eyes, so I'll use a little bit more concealer there and blend it out with a powder puff. Before I move on to my eyeshadow, I'm going to blend out my lid area one more time and set it. And I'm going to use a dusty pinkish brown shade for my crease area. This is a very subtle shade and is a perfect shade for what I'm trying to achieve, not too out there. For my lid area, I'm going to use a cool toned illuminating shade. It can also be any highlighter that you have. I'm going to follow it up by using my Kajal pencil from Plum and line my upper lash line area. Line the area very closely to the lash line and blend it out. I'm going to use less strokes and blend it out, and then use the Kajal again, small steps at a time. I'm not going to line it at once and then blend it out because this sets very fast. I'm going to use the same Kajal on my lower lash line and blend it out. And I'm not going to do a wing this time. I just want to keep it subtle. Moving on to blushes, no one beats cream blushes, and this is one of my favorite shades. This is the Sweetheart Pink shade from K by Katrina's cream blush range. And once I'm done with all the cream based products, I'm going to set it again with a setting spray and blend out everything. I will follow it up by setting my under eye area with my Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. Setting your under eye area is very important to prevent creasing. Initially, I thought I won't contour my face, but once I'm into the whole makeup zone, I just start doing everything. So I'm going to contour my face a little bit and then blend everything out, the blush and the contour, with a stippling brush. and then just apply a little bit of the contour on my jawline area and contour my nose. Using this dusty pink blush from Bobbi Brown, the shade name will be mentioned below. I'm going to set my cream blush. Also, to make my face look a little bit more structured, I'm going to use a little bit of loose powder under the contour area. And then I wanted a little bit glow, so I used the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Hope. It's from the dewy variant, and I applied that on my cheek area, and look at that glow. I know the shade kind of like the pigment kind of will fade, but the glow won't, so that's why I used it. At this point I thought I used a little too much blush, so I kind of used my brush with which I blended my concealer to mute the entire thing. Then I highlighted my inner corners with a little bit of highlighter. Also, not to forget the brow bone. Immediately it kind of lifts the entire eye look. This mascara by e.l.f. has currently become my favorite. I can't believe I moved on from the Maybelline Volume Express mascara. I like this mascara because it kind of separates the lashes really well. Now I was a little confused which of the two lipsticks would I choose. One was a liquid lipstick and one was a bullet lipstick. Both were from Nykaa. I lined my lips using this K by Katrina lip liner. Again, the shade will be mentioned below. And then I used one of the most famous liquid lipsticks by Nykaa, Chai, and just use that. It's one of my favorite, dark brown shades. Absolutely love it. I finished the look with a pair of gold hoop earrings, and that is the end of the look. Let me know your thoughts. I think the look turned out really well. Minimal, subtle, yet dewy, and so perfect. Let me know your thoughts, please, and if you like this video, don't forget to like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel.